Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Delinks video. As you may recall, I need to use Akiza to summon Black Rose Dragon. And I need to do this 2 more times to complete all the stage missions. And now this is important because I can't proceed until I've completed that mission. And now because there are so many people here, I don't really want to work on that just yet. So I'm just going to I'm going to let it roll and see what happens. But I have to get rid of these, I have to get rid of the standard villas. I have to get rid of them before I reset the stages. But yes, I've done missions for Arc 5 World, Zexa World, and Dark Side of Dimensions World. So there's Dark Side of Dimensions, which isn't even completed. And there's DX World, there's Zexa World, there's the Arc 5 World. So DM World has a lot of missions left for me to get. I mean, I still had to unlock a bunch of characters from that world. So DM World is definitely after this one. And after that, well, I guess anyone that's still remaining that isn't an event character. So that would be anyone that is unlocked by special requirements. I'm not looking forward to every single case of this. There are just some characters I really don't care about. But sure. Allow me to invite you to the Netherworld. Sure, Carly, sure. Allow me to show you the door. I think you need help. Anyway, I've got a lot of cards. I have a lot of videos to upload. And mainly for the characters I've unlocked in 5D's World. But yeah, DM is basically the only world left. Obviously there isn't a Varane's world yet. But I'm sure I'll have a lot. I'm sure I'll have mostly everyone maxed out by that point. Obviously, it's not a guarantee, but it could happen. Well, she summoned just Black Rose Dragon. Okay. I like this campaign. Yeah, it gives you bonus XP. And in the meantime, I received more castle keys. I'm sure I will need those. Okay. So I believe that's one more time. Okay, I'm going to do against Juicy. At level 30. Sure, that's not going to go horribly wrong. Well, anyway, I don't really care if she wins this or not, but she could. Or she could just lose horribly, we just don't know. And now, when it comes to this game, I have to consider what I'm going to do when I've pretty much gotten as far as I can. Yeah, because after a certain point, you can't really progress any further. And while I am planning to max out stages and all that, after I unlock everyone, I still have to think about how I'm going to oh wow, I won. Yeah, I won. That's actually very interesting. Well, yeah, so after I get all the stages maxed out, well, I assume that I'll also have plenty of decks that I can start building by that point. So I max out everyone's level. I build some decks. I do a bunch of things, but in the end, it must be noted that there's a limit to how much I can do. So what am I going to do after I've maxed out on content that's worth going over? Well, that's debatable. It depends if you think the content I've covered so far was worth it. But I think it was. So that's why I'm keeping these videos on this channel. Unless YouTube decides to take them down. In which case, well, I'm backing them up. Anyway. So, I'm thinking of trying to find another game that I can play on Steam. Because I think that if I do that, it'll generate some different content. And while there are some good reasons to put content on my channel that isn't just me playing a bunch of games, I think there is also a lot to be gained by not making everything into a super serious thing. I think I'm too good at being serious. I should address that. It's a really big elephant in the room. Okay. Now, I'm not sure what I would play besides this. I mean, I'm kind of cautious when it comes to games and content in general. I just end up thinking about what kind of content is actually acceptable on here. I don't exactly know. Because this website doesn't immediately make that obvious. And I'm starting to think that that's on purpose. Yeah, I know it's kind of like me thinking YouTube is doing it just because they want to, but I think some of their rules are a bit dumb. And yes, I know there are a bunch of soccer moms going out there complaining. But have those soccer moms tried parenting their child? Have they considered parenting? Apparently not. I know there are also a lot of toxic people from my generation and every other generation currently existing, but that's a different story, in my opinion. Because I don't think that this is a generational problem, but if we're being real, there are a bunch of entitled Karens in this country. I don't know if there are any in other countries, but in the United States, there are a lot of entitled Karens. And this isn't to say that if someone's name is Karen, that they're entitled. I think the point of saying that it's a common name. So I think that's just why, people say that. But I can definitely understand if you don't want to be referred to as entitled. I mean, no one really does. But some people are. And if you're entitled, you should be called out on that shit. Like, not everything has to be your way, entitled Karen. Seriously. Just let people live. Let people have fun. Let's bring fun back in style. I am sick of all the fun banning. Unfortunately, I do not get to decide how this world functions. Though that's probably also a good thing. Because imagine if it was my decision. I think there would be a lot of, I don't know if I'd do much better. I mean, at the end of the day, I've still got problems, just like everyone else. But the entitled Karens are just like, well, it makes me very nervous when making content on this channel. And if I decide I'm going to play a game, is it okay to play it? Like, are the creators of that game okay with this? Or is YouTube okay with this? And it's a very difficult line to tread. And YouTube doesn't always make this clear. Because I feel like they think it should be obvious, but it's not. And obviously there are purposeful... I feel like it shouldn't be this complicated. Like, expressing yourself should not come at the risk of your content being taken down entirely. You should be able to express yourself freely without having to worry about your videos being taken down. And now there are exceptions, obviously, but we are not discussing those. We are discussing the cases where pretty much everyone is just expressing themselves on this platform. And YouTube is complicating this for every content creator here. And now they aren't complicating it for me yet, but I've seen a lot of my favorite content creators they've lost a lot of content because of YouTube. It's like, I mean, I know that it's not me that YouTube is going after yet. But I still know that that content creators I'm subscribed to have dealt with YouTube shit. And do I understand bullshit? No, I don't. And I can look at the community guidelines, but I've heard that people try their hardest to follow those guidelines, and sometimes their shit still gets removed. Yeah, I've heard that. Like, people try their absolute hardest to follow those guidelines, but it isn't enough. Like, how are content creators supposed to respond to that? Now, if I was popular enough, I'd probably just be like, anyone want to try a different platform? But I would have to be pretty damn popular for anyone to be yes to that. No one is likely to give me yes in response to that question. I'm just saying, I don't expect a yes to that. And now, obviously, there are ways to, put up your content that don't involve going to YouTube. But, that isn't the best way to get your content out there. Because YouTube is still the leading platform when it comes to content creating. If you want to create videos, then YouTube is the place to go for doing that. And that is very difficult for a lot of people, because that leads to a lot of frustration, and people that think they understand the guidelines get massively fucked over. And people like me I don't even know if I can understand the guidelines if I get them wrong. Like, if I get something wrong, do I know what I did wrong? Do I know which rule I broke? I mean, is YouTube even going to bother telling me? Or is it just going to remove a video without telling me? Is that what it's going to do? And now, I don't necessarily expect to get big. And I'm fine with that. But ideally, I get big enough to at least fulfill the original purpose of creating this channel. And now, obviously, I haven't gone too super in depth with this. I probably should make a video on it, but I'm not fishing for subscribers, likes, or anything like that. Now, I do need that data, but I don't feel like I'm fishing for it. I don't think I should fish for it. And now, if I think someone is interested in the if someone is interested in the content that I'm creating, then I can certainly link them to it. But I think I'm creating enough content that eventually I'll be noticed. And now my biggest issue with YouTube's content creation policies is they seem very inconsistent. And inconsistency is not a good look for you or your website and platform. But because YouTube is the platform for content creation when it comes to videos, that's basically what people have. And YouTube knows that. It takes advantage of that. And I hate that. I hate that YouTube does this. But it does. And there's nothing I can do to get around that. Okay, so Aki is level 12. So I get a game mat of Aki. That's nice. And I now have the stages leveled. I now have I am now at stage 9. I mean 10. I am now at stage 10. No, actually I am at stage 9. My mistake. I was confused. But I'm actually at stage 9. Okay. What do I need to do to get to stage 10? Okay. Oh, God. I have to win 11 dual world duels. But I also have to achieve 4 quick victories. Okay? Well, I'm going to get some duels out of the way here. Just do whatever. Just do whatever. So, yeah. You know, I'm actually very socially isolated. So, if I don't understand something about what YouTube has been doing, like, if YouTube takes down my content, and I don't have any subscribers that can help me figure out what to do, if I don't have those connections, then I'm basically screwed. And I'm really hoping I can build a successful channel. At least as far as successful goes in simplest terms. I'm not saying I need to become a big name. Everyone needs to know who I am. No. I just mean that I've got a loyal band of... Like, my content reaches people that want to see that content. My content can be viewed by a like-minded community that I'm hoping to build by using this channel. And by using this channel, I hope to build a lot of things. Like, I really want to... I want to at least have some subscribers that want to see me upload videos, that look forward to when I upload videos. And eventually I will have to slow down, but I'm going to change the purpose of this channel once the original purpose has been achieved. And now, obviously, I have no idea what that's going to look like. I have no idea what that's going to look like. But I am going to change the purpose of this channel when the time is right. And when that time comes, that basically means that I've got to focus for the channel. When the time comes, I've got to focus for my channel that I sort of want to specialize in while still doing my old stuff. I'm not going to stop doing things I love. I'm not going to stop making the content that I'm creating now. But I am going to start specializing in certain forms of content. After a while, of course. So I don't even know what this channel is going to become in the future. Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm very interested in how things are going to turn out. Well, these guys definitely got on my nerves. Like, I was busy, and you got in my way. Not very nice, dude. Not very nice. At least I seem to be winning, but this isn't the best deck to do it with. I mean, just saying, Aki's deck could use some improvement. Are you kidding me? I said that Aki's deck could use some improvement. But that doesn't mean kick my ass. Oh god. I am infuriated. I am very infuriated. But I'm still talking about my channel. In any case, I lost. Fine, I lost. So, you want to talk about it, dude? Well, anyway. I'm not going to do them again right now. I'll just do them later, if they're still there. Failed. Dude, whatever. Okay, well, they're gone. So, I'm not going to be doing anything anytime soon. Okay, so, like I was doing before I got rudely interrupted by those idiots that just kicked my ass. Yeah, the salt is real. The salt is real. In any case, I don't know what I'm going to do if YouTube comes after me, because I don't really think I'll ever get that big. And I'm not the kind of person with connections. I'm the kind of person that you can basically do anything you want with, and probably no one is going to bat an eye. That is the kind of person I am. And now, does this mean I'm going to stay as that kind of person? Well, there is a chance I won't. But I'm not really betting my money on it or anything. I mean, I'm just hoping for a small group of people that can enjoy my content freely. I don't need a bunch of subscribers. And now, obviously, if I do get subscribers, then I may consider streaming. I may consider doing some other things for my channel that I don't really think I can do right now. Like, obviously, there would be things I start considering because I end up with enough subscribers. And now, there are some things that I won't be able to do because I don't have the money. So, I don't have much to offer subscribers except content. I can offer you content, but there's not really a whole lot you get from being subscribed to me, and I'm not sure if this will ever change. And now, obviously, I want to become a good enough channel that a decent size of people subscribe to. Like, I want a decently sized community. I'm not asking for thousands of people or hundreds of people, but maybe 20, 50. And now, obviously, considering the content I'm making right now, I'm not sure if I'll end up with 20, 50, I don't know if it'll stay in that range. I mean, this is a big game. I mean, I can't imagine I can't imagine the storage space on your phone. I imagine it's at least on par with Mackie Record. At least somewhere on par with that. And Mackie Record hoards your space. Like, if you want to play that game, you better have a big phone. Because that phone You need a phone that is going to last you a while. Let's just say that. Because that game just hoards space. Although in Japan, I guess that's not as much of an issue. Because from what I've heard, I mean, it's just cultural differences, really. So we as Americans, or as, well, actually, I can't speak for every country, obviously, but I think it's pretty obvious that Japan does a lot of things differently than the rest of us. I think that's pretty obvious. So I think it's something that a lot of people in Japan can afford. They can afford expensive phones because they may not have a computer. They may not have anything more than a phone. And it may be fine for them because their language is a language that makes it easier to type on a phone. But I mean, I'm not really saying. I'm just going on a random tangent here, aren't I? I don't even make any sense. Okay. Well, I am definitely going around kicking ass. I need to make sure I get to the next stages. I need to get to the next stage. I need to get to stage, I need to get to stage 11 for Leo. And I also need to get to stage 10. And then at that point, I will begin to do more unlock missions. And after that, I will return to DM World to unlock everyone else that I can unlock there. Now that'll be a very good opportunity to it'll be a good opportunity to see which characters in DM World I think I've got a good chance of unlocking. Now, obviously, I can probably do that with every character there right now. But I've got to determine what my priorities are going to be. And once I have characters unlocked in DM World, well, I can decide on, do I want to level up the characters I've been unlocking? Do I want to focus on secret missions? I'm actually hoping that I can get the missions out of the way as well, but I've heard of some very unfun missions. Like, I think, let's see, is his name Scud? I don't know what it is, but I heard something about those unlock missions, and I don't really care about him that much, but he's a character I can unlock, and if I use him, then that means gems, if I bother, so I think it's worth it to unlock him. And I also think it's worth it to unlock Bones, even though I hate Bones. Yeah, even though I hate Bones, I think it's worth it to unlock him. And now, obviously, my reason for that is gems. I get gems from leveling him up. But it's also because I'll probably have to use him at some point. Okay. So Akaza is now at level 13. I'm just getting through all the standard villas. And I do admit I'm somewhat distracted, but I've been talking. I've been talking this entire time. And I hope I'm not too slow for you guys. And I'm not really planning to be some super professional at this. I'm not planning to do this in a way that's... I'm not planning to do this as a career or a way of making money. And now, if I do get to the point where that's... Well, if I get to a point where that may be realistic, I might do something with that. But it does depend. And it depends on what... It depends on how people view my content. Like, do they view it as something that they are willing to... Are they willing to support me financially? Is my content good enough for that? I will have to see, depending on how many subscribers I get in the long run. And again, I'm not going to stop posting content. I'm still going to upload videos, no matter how many subscribers I get. And I'm also going to keep uploading videos that I'm currently doing. So I'm not going to stop making this kind of content for any reason. But if there's a specialty for this channel, then that definitely, that takes into account the audience I've attracted. And that is something I do want to take into account when I make my content. Eventually, at some point, I would like to be able to take my audience into consideration when making certain videos, because I mean, it'll be part of what's made me successful, right? I mean, you want to do something that's made you successful. And now, obviously, this is a long-term thing, so I'm not expecting instant success. I'm not even expecting any success as far as my content goes. But if I keep uploading videos, I mean, especially Yu-Gi-Oh videos, I'm sure eventually I'll be on the algorithm. Because I'll end up having a lot of videos of one thing. I'll eventually start getting recommended to people. And now, I do admit that it probably takes a long time to get on the algorithm. I have no delusions that if I get any subscribers, that they're going to like my channel. I mean, I'm sure hate subscribing is a thing. I mean, listen, there are a bunch of petty people. And there are very dedicated haters out there. I've seen them. I've heard about them. And I know what they are capable of. Trust me. If a hater is super dedicated, that hater can really drive your reputation down. And I want to make videos related to this topic. Related to the concept of receiving hate that may be undeserved. And I want to discuss what should be done when something like that becomes an issue. Because if your reputation is dragged through the mud because of some asshole or some group of people that just hate you or want to make you miserable, I do not want to give them the benefit of knowing that they can just destroy me. I mean, I don't have the knowledge. I mean, I don't have the connections to recover from my reputation going through the roof. If my reputation just goes downhill, there is nothing I can do about it. Because if that happens, it basically just means that I can't recover from it. My life has been ruined. So my decision on this is, how about I don't? How about I don't give anyone that opportunity? I bring up that kind of thing. I keep making videos about it. And I make sure my subscribers understand that if my reputation gets attacked, that at the very least I still have some people that are on my side. I don't want to be one of those people whose reputation is so bad they can't recover, because their reputation went from nothing to awful, pretty much. I have basically no reputation. Because I have no reputation, anyone can ruin it, and there will be no one around to defend it. That is why I have to take these defensive measures. Because destroying my reputation is not difficult. Now, what do I think about? Hold on. And now, how do I feel about this overall? Well, I think people are assholes and shouldn't hate on someone just for having opinions they don't like. But if I cannot defend my reputation, if it gets ruined, then I better at least talk about it. What should people know if there are groups of people coming after me? And now, if there are people that are criticizing me, there is a legitimate way to do that. And there is pure harassment. Like, if I've done something wrong, then yes, tell me. But please don't be an ass about it, okay? I've established that I am socially isolated. So I do not have whatever you guys have. And now I realize that I'm making assumptions that may not be entirely true. But for many people that would be hating on my videos, they have no idea what I've gone through. They have no idea what I've been through. They have no idea that if they destroyed my reputation, they could destroy my entire life. That is just how it is. And if someone destroys my entire life, it may mean that I can't support myself in the future. I mean, it's just common sense, guys. But I do feel like I have to take some precautions, because there is content on this channel that people are going to hate on. And if someone's going to hate on that content, well, you can hate on it. But don't destroy my life, okay? Just have your opinion. Don't do anything harmful with it. And a lot of people, they're going to do something harmful with it. Like, they don't give two shits about what I say. They're going to do whatever the hell they want. And because it's what they want to do, they'll think it's okay to ruin my life. Just because I'm different. Just because I've got beliefs that are different from them. Just because I may have even just offended them. Like, listen. I understand that I'm not perfect. And I make a bunch of mistakes. But there is a right way to handle that. And a wrong way to handle that. And there are many people that choose the wrong way. Like, just tell me normally. Don't act like I'm trying to be offensive on purpose. Don't act like I am someone that is trying to be an awful person. Like, dude, I am socially isolated. What do you think that does to a person? Obviously, I'm not going to be that in tune with social norms. That's just how it is. Ugh. And I bet some people are still going to drive you crazy. But yeah, I do have to think about how I'm going to handle hatred and criticism. Now, criticism can be founded with an effort to help me improve, and it can be the kind of hatred that is designed to destroy you. The kind of criticism that is designed to help you improve as a creator. You can usually tell when people are doing that. And you can usually tell when someone is just criticizing to be an ass. But there are definitely some exceptional haters out there. And I want to let you know that I have seen them. Like, I know. You may think that haters have a limit. But not all of them. Not if they are convinced that you are some horrible person. And I do think that some people will think that about me. Not everyone, but some people. And those people may try to take me down. And if they try to take me down, it's not really their place to do so. Like, they can be offended and they can talk to me about it without being an ass. But a lot of people just assume you're trying to be this horrible. A lot of people just assume you're trying to be this horrible person. And listen, if you want me to listen to you, then don't be an ass. I'm not going to be nice to you if you hate on me. If you try to ruin everything about my life. Like, I am not nice to people that take the wrong way. I am not nice to people that take the wrong way of doing things. Again, if I do something wrong, talk to me in a way that is respectful and just be honest, but don't be a dick about it. I mean, really, just don't. I just want everyone to know that I'm never trying to hurt people. Ever. All I really want to do is build a channel where I can express myself, and I'm not going to let anyone silence me. No one is going to silence me or take away my voice because I just don't want to allow that. And I'm sorry if there are things on this channel that you hate. But there is nothing, you can't like everything I post. That isn't realistic. Even if you're a long-time subscriber, there's going to be content on this channel that isn't for you. And that's fine. That is completely fine. But damn, have I seen some terrifyingly dedicated haters. And there is someone I am thinking of in particular when I say this. And that person, if they watch this video, they will know that they are the ones I'm talking about. Because they are the ones who have that dedicated hater base. Like, they're the ones I've seen get hated on time and time again. And it is not justified. Like, you don't tell people, yeah, it drives me crazy. But I am not immune to the same kind of hatred. I am not immune to people trying to ruin my life. Because, I mean, I've had people try to destroy me before. Like, I've been bullied before. Like, obviously, my chances of getting bullied on YouTube aren't necessarily that high. Unless I just overreact. But even if I'm overreacting, the emotion is coming from somewhere. The overreaction has a reason for being a thing. It's not because I want to overreact. It's because I just do it. I mean, it's never because I want to. It's because my brain just works like that in ways I don't particularly approve of. But even if I don't approve of those things, that isn't going to change a damn thing. Just saying. Just saying. I don't get to choose anything at all. Okay, monster cards. Yep. I had to defeat him quickly. A quick victory. I've already failed. Well, I have to win against him at the very least, so I can just do that. But I still need quick victories against someone. I mean, Jack isn't that bad when he's at level 10. But, I don't know. Anyway, this video is... Oh, God. I hate having to do quick victories. Don't force me to do something quickly. And that's how you get on my last fucking nerve. Anyway, this is, dude, I've gotten to stage 9. So, I guess I can end the video here. And I just refer to stages. Yeah, just refer to stages. That's it. Are you kidding me? That didn't count. Win one duel. Okay, fine. I will go back in. I have the perfect way to do this. I can't believe this. Okay, so for now I'm going to end the video and come back for the duel. So, Actually, hold on. Would it be better to finish the duel instead? I mean, it depends who's going first. Okay, I'm the one going first. Okay, guys, that'll wrap up this video. I'm pretty much going to find some way of titling this that involves leveling stages. So, that is going to be what I'm doing for the next few videos, most likely. So guys, stay tuned for my next video. It's coming out soon.